Hi guys. I do my best to keep it together. I found out my sister went home. On Saturday. And you know, when somebody tells you someone passed away, you just, I said, that's not a funny joke. How do you know what happened? And I sent that, and I said, okay, Tasha, calm down, because you know you don't necessarily believe in freaking out and hooping and hollering. I said, okay, we're just gonna stay calm and be still. I'm so happy I have some really good men in my life. So, the lady that told me didn't have a lot of information. And I just sat here thinking, okay, Tosh, you know better. And if you believe in what you believe in, you know there's no sense in feeling anything but happiness, really. But, and yes, I'm going to leave that but in there, this video. Someone else came and said something, and then somebody else came and said something, and the other two, it just wasn't, fitting together how it usually goes if the person wasn't sitting next to them when they went home. When they transitioned, I prefer to use. So, I just said, sis, if you're there and you can hear me, just ask for help, and it'll instantly be given to you. So I said, I'm not a crier in the beginning. My sister cries as soon as you open your mouth to give her some bad news. And I've always tried. I knew that's not going to do anybody any good, no matter what the news is. So I said, I'm going to just stay calm. Still have to multitask. I'm going to stay calm and, just try and listen. Now, my sister was not me in the fact that I can't say she was deeply into spiritualism and metaphysics. I know she believed that she is God and or a part of God. So anyways, I went outside and I just said, Mother Moon, I know I can't see you, but I know your existence is somewhere, and I know you can hear me amongst millions of other voices. Keep an eye on my sister. And almost exactly at that moment, then I heard, you were right. So, oh, and people are telling me jokes and stuff now. Thank you. Thank you for that. I appreciate it. And a video on clay stuff. I thought, okay. And then you come back and getting message after message after message, and this person saying this, and that person saying that, and that person saying that. And of course, we're human. We always want to know more: how, why, when, where, what. So I don't know what time it was. I think it was around 3 in the morning. This person's, daughter called, and we talked. And that's the part where you really feel bad, because you just don't know what to say to people. I know she's not 7 years old, but still, this was, my sister's daughter. I didn't know what to say. But I told her I don't know what to say, so if you need to hear something of encouragement or a joke or something, you need to tell me. And, I'll be happy to comply. I said, but just so you know, I love my sister like I love my mother. And if you have never seen any of my videos, you should know I love my mother with all my heart and soul. And my baby Jordan. So I go back to those 3 people and tell them, what the daughter had to say, and I just went back outside because, of course, now you can't sleep, can't eat. Oh, that's a lie. I made cheese toast, I think. Yeah, growing older, the body changes. So, your parents always tell you enjoy your youth. Other people always tell you enjoy your youth. Because now, I can't even get upset for a split. I can't even think the thought, and it instantly turns to diarrhea. And I didn't want that to happen. And then you got to watch certain times you eat, especially if you don't feel like eating. And, excuse me, I think I only had 1 meal yesterday. So even at 3:30, 4 o'clock in the morning, I just made some toast and sprinkled some cheese on it, and had some water, I'm soon to be 55, so those of you around 40 and up might appreciate this information, and share your feelings of how your experiences with siblings. And yeah, she didn't come from my mother's womb. She came straight from my soul, just like my baby Jordan, And I don't feel bad, and because I know I think that's selfish of us to say, oh, she shouldn't be gone. I wish she would have stayed, because, again, if I believe in what I believe in, that would be so selfish of me. Maybe she planned to go this way. I don't know. And I'm hoping she tells me, but right now I don't know, and I can't be selfish and say, even though I did already, gotta be honest, So I just say, I wish you were still here, but now I know you're even closer. Now, instead of being, next door, you're right here, You're even closer than having skin. Living next door, in the house next door. And that has to be way better, So, bring me some customers so I can get myself out of the system, and bring me a good man to hold my hand next time I need to go through this, I tell you, a good man. Billy is a good man. You're a good man. Thank you. Vlad, you're a good man too, but I don't need you turning down gigs in Turkey to come to California to hold my hand. You don't ever waste money. And that would, to me, would be a waste of money, spending a plane ticket from here to there to come hold my hand for 2 hours, then have to go back. Though I value the offer, and I love you for it. But you keep, Mama, Mama. She would tell you, you don't miss no gigs. You don't miss no appointments. No. Business comes first, because they're gone and you can't do nothing to get that back. So you can deal with emotions and everything else once you take care of business. That's what she would say. Don't make me call Big Mama, because I will. She would chew your ass out. You know that. But anyway, back to Billy. Thank you for being the man that I needed. That was nice of you, because I know, just like all the other men, don't have to. You're really one of the good ones. Thank you. Thank you. And changing the subject, it's really nice to have somebody that you could just throw anything at, and they just accept it and play with you and keep going, So I do this to him. It's so sweet. Okay, I need a pretend boyfriend for 5 minutes, and then I vent and I say, okay, boyfriend mode switched off. Have a nice day. Love you. Bye. He puts up with me. Thank you. Sometimes, it's just the silliest things that just make you appreciate people so much. Thanks for the cartoons. Yeah, appropriate. Well, for me anyway. So, I'm taking your advice, dear, even though it is challenging, but I'm an Aries and I always honor a good challenge. And I am going to make something out of this beautiful malachite that I got from Sarah. Thank you, sister dear, for your mom. And I think this will be a nice view. Don't tell her. I'm going to send it to you and you can surprise her with it. So, okay. At least I'm no longer numb. I got 4 hours sleep between today And yesterday and the day before, okay, that would be a total of probably 8 hours sleep, so that's not too bad. 8 hours sleep in 3 days. That's not too bad. Because I knew something was going on. And young ones, don't ever ignore the feeling. No matter how many times your parents tell you, oh, it's nothing, just forget about it. Yeah, it's something. Because I have felt a lot of things, and you get older and you feel more things that you never felt before. Okay? But knowing that I can often push that aside. I can push a headache aside long enough to figure out whose it is, because I don't usually get headaches anymore, or whatever the feeling is. But I was feeling dizzy for like a week. And apparently that's when things got really bad with this person. And the last 3 days, I guess I could say, so that would be Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. I was really, it felt like somebody took a huge jar and just put it over my whole body. And then lack of air was making me dizzy. And yesterday I was falling asleep in public. Now, I don't care about, what other people think of me, especially the building that I was in, because anyway, I caught myself, and I thought, something is really wrong with me. And if somebody's trying to tell me something, you need to just talk and not bring this feeling to me, because I don't need this feeling. I do not need this, because I was dizzy. I'm not talking about lightheaded. I'm talking about dizzy, okay? Like fainting dizzy. So, again, I didn't know, because normally if something is up, I would often see the person's face in my head. And I didn't. So I couldn't figure out exactly, who it was. So I just, said my prayers and protected myself, smudged more, wear my black tourmaline, pyrite, citrine, and after seeing that instant message, whoosh, everything went away. Oh, so I came home from my appointment. I was out all day. All day to me is from 7 in the morning until 2 in the afternoon. That's all day to me. Just so you know. And I told Papa, I said, something's not right with me. And if I still feel this way tomorrow, why do we always do that? Oh, because our insurance. I'm going to go to the doctor. So I told him, I said, I just ate some crackers and stuff. I said, I'm just gonna drink me some warm water, and try and take a nap. So I'll see you guys around 6, and then I'll make spaghetti for dinner. Excuse me. So I took a nap. I woke up. My head was pretty clear. My body was stable. And then I made spaghetti. We ate early. We normally eat about 7. And then it was like 5:30, 6 o'clock, whatever. So I watch a little TV while we eat dinner, come to the computer, and there's that message. And I'm like, wow. And I say, okay, Tasha, how do you feel? How do you feel? Because what you feel is very important, young ones. And you only pay attention to how you feel, not necessarily how people tell you you should feel, okay? So I said, okay, I don't have a headache anymore. When I went to bed, I had a headache, but I think that belonged to Papa. And I said, I'm not hungry. I'm not, well, of course, because I just ate, but I wasn't full, and I didn't undereat, and I didn't overeat. So I said, okay, I'm feeling pretty good. I'm feeling pretty good. Wow. Okay, I'm feeling pretty good. Okay, so what are you feeling now, Tasha? And I just kept telling myself, what are you feeling now? What are you feeling now? And then, that's when they talked to me for a split second, just said 3 words after I read the instant message. And I said, okay, I got to be calm. I got to stay logical. I can cry later. And I said, wow, it's true. I'm like, okay, don't freak out. That's not going to help either. You need to be still and listen. And then that's when I said, forget listening. I'm gonna go outside, get some fresh air, talk to the spirits. Go tell them to help my sister, and live. And then we're thinking of all the things that they would want and wouldn't want, and so forth and so on. I feel so selfish, And then you tell yourself it's normal, you're supposed to feel like that. So, anyway, I had a sale, so I'm going to go celebrate. And, well, I kind of sort of had my celebration a little already, because I don't usually drink coffee. For those of you who don't know me, I'm a teetotaler. Or lately, I have just been drinking water because my ankles are swollen to hell, and I've been trying to get that off. And this morning, I just woke up with a taste of coffee in my mouth, and I said, I feel like having a cup of coffee. And then you go, ding. Did I just say that? Oh, she loved coffee. Okay. So I made myself I made banana bread for the house, and I made toast and cheese, cream cheese, because she liked that too. Well, we like that. And I had toast and coffee on the veranda. And you can see that picture on Facebook, TashaSpeaks@gmail.com. And it was nice. Slick didn't come around. See, Slick was here last night when I went outside. And Slick, it never ceased to amaze me, It never ceased to amaze me that PayPal has changed things. Okay. She's always, or he, I think Slick is a boy, is always there. So when I open the door, and he's like, you kept me waiting again. So we sat out there probably for like a whole hour last night, and he just laid on my lap while I pet him, and then he'd look up at me with those pretty gold green eyes with the slits in them, and like, you know better. What are you sitting here crying for? She's happy now. And I said, okay. So we sat out there for a good long while, crying and talking. And it was really nice, because that's probably the first time. Usually if I'm upset or something and I go to the door, he's waiting there. Like, the hell took you so long? I've been waiting. And then I sit down on a little bench that Marcy has in the front porch. And then he jumps up on my lap. And like in 10 minutes, he looks up at me like, okay, I'm leaving. And he goes. And last night he stayed with me like the whole time until I got cold and wanted to come in. And I'm like, okay, Slick, I always warn him, I'm going to get up in a few minutes. It's getting cold, and you got a nice thick fur coat on. I got nice thick fat, but you got fur, and apparently yours is warmer. So I told him, I said, okay, I'm going in now. He jumped down, left. And that's really nice, because I swear to God, animals are so much more intelligent than we are. Yep, they are. So, thanks for letting me vent. You can tell I'm frustrated. Of all things, I needed. Never mind, I'm not going to say that. Yeah, anyway. So tonight I shall celebrate and have another of our all-time favorite meals, Carl's Jr. Me and sister love to talk on the phone for hours and hours and hours, make us a great big old huge fat cheeseburger with everything on it. Onions, lettuce, pickle, tomato, boiled egg. Something about sandwiches always made us want to have a boiled egg, you know. And 10 chips. That still registers in my head. My mother, she's, oh, you could only have 10 potato chips. That's 110 calories, something, whatever. Well, I don't know. Back in the day it was, but it's still there every time I open a bag of potato chips. You can only have 10. Okay. Well, I'm older now. I can deal with that. When you're a kid, you want the whole bag, you know? And even today, I felt like eating the whole bag, but I didn't. Well, I feel like eating the whole bag, but I won't. I got myself in a pretty good, better way. I won't say that D word, diet, or whatever. I don't know. And see, for a long time I can go without crying, and I see something and poof. That's the big tissue box. So, but that's okay. I feel good. I don't feel, when my brother passed in 94, that's the only other close person, my dad, but I wasn't really close to my dad. So it didn't bother me either way. I mean, when you're at the funeral looking at his body, it's always, of course, different. However, we didn't get to see, my brother's body, so that didn't bother me. But in seeing the pictures and the things and the videos that we made together, it's a little teeny bit different. It's not uncomfortable, and it's not sad now. I think I went from being numb and then sad yesterday to just being happy that I chose her to be in my life at all. And the valuable lessons that, she taught me. And the things that you share with people when other people aren't listening. So I'm really happy, and I just wish that I could do something more for her loved ones. Inventing is good. And at this point, that's all I can do, other than have my own, little party in her honor. So I'm gonna do some things that we used to do together on the phone and feel better. And I know that she would like that, and keep sending love messages to her baby, as I would want someone to do to my Jordan, when I go home. And just keep on keeping on. No, I don't wear black, and I don't necessarily, I guess this is, I think she would call it Uh, she was a wordologist, so you know. Anyway, yeah, I think we're good. I feel good. I think we're good. You know, I don't know what the hell they put this under nowadays. They changed everything in PayPal. Damn it. I don't know. I clicked the link in the damn email. If you still need assistance, you may contact us. Oh, so where's you know what? Fuck it. There's money in there. They could figure it out. Fuck it. I look at other people and I listen to them, of course, because I don't just talk to spiritualist people. So, in listening to how other people feel when their loved ones go home, it's far different than my own. But you know, those questions and conversations still come up in your head. And I thought, okay, well, did I think about that? Did I think about this? Because you never want to look back on life and say, I should have did this. And after 30, I try really hard not to have that feeling. And that's why I just gave up and stopped caring about how I hurt people's feelings, because, you know, that's obviously not my intent. So if you took it fucked up, sorry, that's not what I meant to do. What I meant to do was not have that feeling later. You should have said this or you should have done that. Because, you know, I don't shit on you. I try not to. And I try not to shit on myself. So to alleviate that, I just do what we're just like kids, except our parents say, don't say that. Yeah, you kids should say, what's that big wart on the end of your nose, lady? Because if we were truthful with each other, we wouldn't have as much shit in the world today as we do. So anyway, in having these flashbacks of conversations with other people, Tasha, are you this? Because, you know, I still have to check myself and not wreck myself and make sure I stay in balance. So, in doing so, see, whatever, I don't know, PayPal. I don't know why you sent me that notice if it was covered already. Because, you know, I don't want to be owing anybody, least of all the people that I buy crystals from. So, hey. Oh, another really big thing that I want to tell people. And yes, tomorrow I intend on having a conversation with this person. Because I didn't call her, you know, she called me, and I haven't talked to her in a long, long, long time, because we had been on the radio show together on the phone when my other sister was like having, you know, radio show or whatever. So this one really liked this one, you know. And I just text her, you know, sister, my other sister went home. And when people call you and say, okay, what happened, then cut you off. Now, mind you, that only got under my skin today because she already knew I was frustrated. Well, I'm at the hospital and blah, 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 blah. And the only thing I'm thinking of is, I don't give a fuck. Did I ask you? I'm starting a story about what I'm going through, and you just cut me off to tell me you're frustrated because the doctor told you this and the doctor told you that and da 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 da. I don't give a fuck about you right now. I give a fuck about Tasha, making sure that she's in check mentally, physically, spiritually. I have to stay in balance all the time. And right now you are throwing me off kilter. I didn't say that though. I just said maybe you should call me when you get home. Oh, you're right. Oh, yeah, because my doctor's coming. Okay, talk to you later. Click. When somebody is sharing something with you, don't fucking interrupt. Because at that moment, I don't give a shit if you're at the hospital dying. I don't. I texted you out of respect of the fact that you both liked each other. For one or two times you did know each other was on the phone. We had a three-way thing, whatever. That's it. And I don't mean to be harsh or cruel, but this other sister she was fine. I mean, it's not like she was dying. That's not the reason why she went to the hospital. She wasn't feeling good, but she wasn't feeling good because the doctor just changed her meds and she was, a little more sleepy than usual. That's not dying. So I don't mean to sound, heartless, but I have to be selfish for Tasha sometimes. This is one of those times. I'm not selfish with Tasha very often. Need to be more. Because I will always put your needs above mine. Always. Until I get a man or a woman, I will always put generally others' needs above my own. Because I know I can wait a minute. This kid needs to be heard. That lady needs to be heard. She wants to shoot her husband. I should probably listen to her first. I can go and, pee later. Whatever. Obviously depending on the situation. If my mama call, I ain't answering the phone anyway. So, So yeah, when people are talking to you about their thing, shut the fuck up. Just, mm-hmm. You can mute the call. Okay. And again, I'm not trying to sound like a bitch, but because I do sit for 6, 7, 8 hours a day and just listen to that sister complain about all her ailments and whatnot. And that's okay then. This is the first time this year. This is the first time. Yeah, okay. I had to check myself. This is the first time in 2 years I have felt like this or something like this. So no, yeah, it's my turn. Shut the fuck up. Bye. Click. And ain't no thing. I don't have a problem in telling you that I don't need to hear that right now. I just don't. I don't. And nor should you. If you're feeling, off slightly or whatever, you need to go be still. Be still is like my timeout. Except bigger. Because it's more of a spiritual be still. I have to make sure I stay in balance. Because I can't just let myself go off the deep end. I might stay there. Did that once. Was in a deep depression for a year. That didn't do any good, so I just opt not to do it anymore. After we experience things, we either, want attention or want to be alone to process whatever. And I choose to do it I choose to process like I choose to do everything else in life that I don't like. I give it a time limit and it has to go. And my time limit is almost up. It is. I get another 3 hours and I have to let it go. Because again, I can't just stay in this stupor of why, how, when, where, did this, well, coulda, shoulda, woulda, this, and da-da-da, and how is this, and how was that, and what is the doctor doing? Did they dissect her? And what do you call it? Autopsy thing, whatever. I can't allow myself to go on thinking things like that, because then I will get stuck. That's why I don't watch scary movies. It comes back and back and back, just like Groundhog Day, and I can't do that to myself. I've done that to myself before, and I didn't like me very much. And I love me some Tasha. I love my mama like I love my sister. She dead. She just in a different place with more freedom. Yeah, I could have hamburgers all the time and don't have to worry about cholesterol and weight and stuff, stuff. So I am gonna go get washed up. I'm gonna take my shower, wash my hair. If I can find my color, I might even color my hair today and trim it up and look better, decent. Put on her jewelry and put on my jewelry and keep on keeping on. Thank you for letting me vent. Thank you for letting me cry. I appreciate that. To those that let me vent today, I really appreciate you. I'm just not. And Vlad, stop putting that shit on Facebook. If I wanted people to know I was feeling sad, I'd put it there myself. So please stop doing that. I know you're trying to get a hold of me. Just leave a PM. Because I'm going to sit my fat ass back down to the computer and see it. If I don't have yesterday I didn't have the phone. I don't like talking when I'm like this. I don't like talking, and the only reason why I'm talking now is because I know I might need to see this later. So I'm talking to myself. I'm not even really talking to y'all. Y'all are hearing me talk to myself on my, 5,000 videos. Okay, I think I feel good. Yeah, I feel good. Thanks. I feel good. I feel good. I think I can actually create something today. Yeah, I can. So I'm off to create. You guys go be creative. See? And there that person is. I don't even want to talk to you now because I don't want to hear it. I don't want to hear it. I'm finally in a really good place and gonna move on. See? I'm giving myself the other 3 hours to celebrate and do the things that I know we would do together if I were at their house, or if they were at my house, whatever. So it's good. It's all good. And it feels good because I know any day they're going to come talk to me anyway, and we're going to be closer than ever. Closer than close. Closer than close. Who sings that song? Anyway. Thank you for letting me vent. Go have a great day. Please share with me video links and your information on how you process and get through when one of your siblings have gone home. Okay, or anybody. Yeah. I love you. Go have a great day. I'm going to make something now. I'm going to make something. Okay, guys. Talk to you later. Love you. Mwah.